So, Kira, how do you think that we are going to determine alternatives to Old Forester Birthday Bourbon?
By its expression.
No, I don't even know what that means.
By its smell.
No.
By the nuts in it. Let's get behind the nuts, and then we're gonna drink them and we'll say, that's good nuts.
Come on now, get a sip. Talking about shelf turds. Talking about shelf turds. Talking about shelf turds. And get yourself a glass. Shelf turds.
My name is David, this is Kira, and welcome to Shelf Turds. And tonight, we are talking about alternatives for Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. Kira, what is Old Forester Birthday Bourbon?
I have no idea. Did he make a bourbon on his birthday?
Who? Who's he?
George Foreman? And he's like, I'm going to grill sandwiches and make a bourbon on my birthday. And everyone's like, yeah, that's fine. You're very popular. Let's do it. People will buy in.
Each year, Brown-Forman celebrates the birthday of its founder, George Garvin Brown, on September the 2nd with the release of a highly sought-after and limited edition expression of bourbon. Brown, a pharmaceutical salesman, was the first to seal his bourbon in glass bottles, allowing consumers to see the quality and consistency of the whiskey, and we're still celebrating it 150 years later. The 2020 Birthday Bourbon, which is in one of these cups in front of us, was aged for 10 years and bottled at 98 proof. There was just 95 barrels filled on June 5th of 2010, and that was what was used for the release.
Whoa.
A lot of information. What's the big takeaway there?
The big takeaway was there's only 95 cups of this birthday bourbon.
Birthday Bourbon runs at MSRP of about $130 a bottle.
Why?
Exactly. And it's hard to find. A production of only 95 barrels isn't going to produce enough to go around, which means that when Birthday Bourbon hits the secondary market, prices skyrocket. $300, $400, $500. I think I've even seen it online for $1,000.
Who's doing this with their money where they're like, you know what? Yeah, I want some of that brown water. I'll pay you a ton of money. No, it's not gold, you idiot. So this is what's wrong with the world today. People are like, let me just spend money. No, keep all your money, put the economy in a depression, and then spend it later.
During the Depression.
The rice will be 10 cents at that point.
Kira 2024. Right here. There's her economic plan. She's just laid it out for you.
I'm just saying, don't be an idiot and spend your money on better things than this.
We have 5 blind pours in front of us. One of the blind pours in front of us is Old Forester Birthday Bourbon 2020. Thank you to Dan and Julie Like for sending us that. The other 4 blind pours in front of us are pours that are more readily available, that are at least half the MSRP of Old Forester, if not even lower, have a very similar mash bill, have been aged for a similar amount of time, and they're bottled at a similar proof point.
That's a lot of similarities.
So Kira, we're gonna taste through all 5 of these and see if we can't pick out which one is Birthday Bourbon.
Okay.
We're also going to rank them for preference, 1 through 5, A through E.
Uh-oh.
And then we'll see. We'll see if we actually find an alternative to Old Forester Birthday Bourbon right here.
So do I even know what I'm drinking right now? I don't.
Let me run down the list real quick. Old Forester Birthday Bourbon 2020 is bottled at 98 proof. It's been aged for at least 10 years. This is one of the first birthday bourbon expressions that they don't disclose the mash bill, but we pretty much know that it's 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. MSRP, $130. That is one of these. One of these is Henry McKenna Single Barrel Bottled and Bond 100 proof. Aged 10 years, similar mash bill at 78% corn, 12% barley, and 10% rye. MSRP on it's about $40. Ours we paid like $59 for. Next, one of these pours is a very old Barton 6-year from Sazerac. 100 proof, aged 6 years. Mash bill 75% corn, 15% rye, 10% malted barley, and its price is $14. You're not paying attention, are you?
No. Do you want me to?
Yes.
Yay! $15! That's crazy. Who pays not a lot of money for stuff? Who does that?
I'm pretty sure that was part of your economic plan a minute ago.
That's
was to
right. That
Hold all
means
the money.
Just pay $1 for your water. That's it.
One of these is Wild Turkey 101. It's comprised of bourbons that have been aged between 6 and 8 years. The mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley, and the price around us is about $25. The final pour, and then we'll get into it, is one of your faves. It's Knob Creek 12 Year from Jim Beam. It's 100 proof, aged 12 years. Mash bill 77% corn, 13% rye, 10% barley, with an MSRP right around $60.
That's wonderful news. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Why is this important?
Because I'm going to tell you something better than spending $400 on a cup of nothing.
Let's get into cup number A.
I'm getting a lot of vanilla and brown sugar.
I'm getting
Almost like a freaking waffle cone, which every single time I smell a waffle cone, I think Old Forester.
I'm getting a fresh baked bread, but like a cinnamon bread. Or like a coffee cake. Baking spices, potentially a baking bread. A baking bread. Potentially a bread that's been baked. The best kind of bread.
French toast.
Yeah, I could do some French toast here.
It's burnt. I think somebody burned this batch. A little smoky.
There's a fair amount of barrel there, for sure.
It smells way better than it is. It's kind of like when you go on a date, you know, and the guy smells like patchouli, and then you actually get down there and it's like, dang it, he really is a hippie.
Down where?
The smell is so wonderful, but the taste, it doesn't taste like anything that I'm smelling. But I have been drinking PBR all day.
How many PBRs have you had today?
Seven, I think.
You've had 7 PBRs?
I think this is my 7th one. My number 8, I honestly think this smells very, very good. Ton of vanilla, ton of some like blueberry baking, almost like an ice cream cone. But then when I taste it, it's all gone. I just taste a charred barrel. That's it, just char.
The nose isn't, I'm not put off by it, but it's just kind of a bourbon nose, a really standard down the middle bourbon's flavor, smell, a little bit of baking spice, a little bit of bread, nothing crazy. And on the palate, it's good, it's solid. It's like a daily sipper, but it's not knocking my socks off. Glass number B.
Ooh, hold on. Got a little bit of chocolate in here, but like a crappy chocolate. Huh.
So it's a lighter smell, it's more whimsical and candy-like.
No, it's just chocolate and lemon. This chocolate's crappy chocolate. This is the freaking dollar store chocolate that you get in your Easter basket.
So I'm getting like a hard candy. It's kind of a sweet, no barrel on the nose at all. Kind of like a sweet candy shop kind of thing.
Cigarette. That's a cigarette. A cigarette in a freaking water bottle. The water bottle was dark. I didn't know what was in it. I took a sip. Very ashy.
The nose was no barrel and a lot of like sweet candies. On the palate, it's barrel, light caramel, pepper on the outside of the tongue, midway back. It's solid.
It's very bland to me. There's a lot of citrus, but it's a quick, watered down citrus with nothing else to help it.
All right, moving on to number C. All right, this nose is entirely different than the first
Wowzers.
two. Entirely different.
I get a lot of bubble gum from this. Pink bubble gum. Is that birthday cake? I haven't smelled this much bubble gummy in a very ever time.
I'm gonna agree with your birthday cake note, not your bubblegum. Because for me, MGP is bubblegum. This obviously is not MGP, that's not one of the options. It smells like that confetti cake.
I get a lot of charred, but I'm still getting charred bubble gum, like old Cracker Jack gum. What is it? Bazooka Joe.
I would call it pretty balanced. I would call it balanced. Cake, pepper, you're not getting a ton of barrel.
That's delicious. This bubble gum, and I don't want to say a young flavor, but like just the bright pink original bubble gum cakey flavor, and then I get a proof, which is already gone by the time I've enjoyed this bubblegum jazz.
Yeah, the cakey flavor 100% is there. And I don't typically get cake when we nose things or taste things.
Yeah.
That's cake. So if number C is actually birthday bourbon, that'd be nuts.
Well, I guessed it first. Move, bitch! Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Moving on to D! Get out of the way! And Ludacris says, move it.
Nosing number D. What?
Sorry, I sounded like a cow when I did that. But it smells really good. I got real excited. And I went to my cow persona.
What is your cow persona?
It's my freaking life right there. If I had an animal that was my spirit animal, it'd be a cow.
Why?
Just freaking walk around all day complaining.
Because you enjoy being milked?
And eating, and then sometimes I get milked. All right, number D, moving on. Ooh, I get really deep chocolate notes in here. Oh my gosh, it's not a strawberry, but it's a different kind of a berry, a raspberry maybe?
Yeah, I am getting raspberry. I'm not getting deep chocolate. I am getting raspberry. I thought it was strawberry for a minute, but you're right. It's raspberry.
No, do you remember when you went back into the malls, okay, and there was all that Godiva chocolate store, and you would walk in and they'd have chocolate strawberry, all the chocolate everywhere. But right when you walked in, the chocolate that they were dipping the strawberries in, right here. She wore a raspberry beret. Don't know any more of it. Dig it.
It was really good. All right, so I'm just getting raspberry beret on the nose.
It's for real chocolate raspberry.
I'm just getting a whole lot of
I love this nose.
a whole lot of Prince on the nose.
I love it.
You know what? I'm getting a slight, I haven't tasted mine yet, I'm getting a slight nut in there too. Oh
my gosh, almost a lemon berry. It's a lemon berry, but it's pretty thin. But I like it a ton. I don't think this is a birthday boy though.
No, it's not. Moving on to number E.
Directional. Oh, hold the phone. Hold it, David.
What?
Who called?
No one called.
Caramel macchiato just called.
Did it?
I'm at freaking Starbucks and this is Starbucks. I was gonna say more like a Dunkin' Donuts because it's sweeter, but no, Starbucks because it's way bitter. Salty caramel, maybe? Maybe that's what I'm getting. This caramel macchiato is a salty.
When you said salt, it helped me.
Yeah.
I'm actually getting a little bit like the ocean.
Okay.
Almost like the ocean, and maybe I'm playing off of what you said a minute ago, like an empty Dunkin' Donuts cup that's like filled with ocean water, lavender, floral. But
When I'm by a salty ocean, people stink, so I smell BO and salt.
I don't smell the people, I smell the ocean. Nothing like the nose.
Ooh, that is real nutty, and it is strikingly hot.
Nothing like the nose at all.
Like, it's okay. I would like, if I want to wake up, I'll take one of those.
I see where you're saying nutty,
Cinnamony.
but to me, that's not the predominant note. D had the predominant nut to me. This E,
I don't think I'm a fan. I mean, I'll drink it, but it is.
There's like a milk chocolate note in there. Some pepper, some barrel. But the milk chocolate note is strange even. I like it. It is different, and I have a guess for what I think it is. Kira, is there a pour here so far that stands out head and shoulders above the other four?
For sure there is.
Which one is it?
Number C. This one, when I retasted it, I'm getting a lot of raisin, a lot of freaking like ice cream, just, I don't know, those pudding, like a pudding cake with raisin in it, and just so deliciously like dolce. You know what I mean? Like sweet, just, I think I like C.
Kira, do you have a rank?
Yes, I have my ranks and I have my bottle guesses.
Okay, I have my ranks and my bottle guesses. Kira and I actually have a very similar rank.
Oh, we do?
Only one of ours are transposed.
Okay.
So we both think that C is Birthday Bourbon 2020, And we both have C and D as 1, 2.
B is the last for both of us.
So here it is, people. B was our
Sheltered shittiest.
our least favorite. Let's see what B is.
Okay. Oh, I did this, like, under your seats.
Okay, so B is Old Barton. What'd you have?
I had B, Old Barton.
So B is very Old Barton. We both had it ranked 5th out of 5, and we both guessed it was Old Barton.
My number 4
Your
is number E.
So my number 4 was number A, but your number 3 is A, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we're gonna reveal A and E because this is the only place where Kira had our ranks transposed. Let's go with Kira's. Let's see what E is. E is my 3rd, is Kira's 4th. E is Wild Turkey 101.
Crap town.
A, I had A as 4th, you had A as 3rd.
I did, yes.
Okay.
I said it smells great.
A is Henry McKenna 10-year.
Wow. Okay. All right, so I like it better than Wild Turkey. That makes sense. In the world of hierarchy.
Okay, so far we have not found the birthday bourbon. C and D are left. You were saying C stands head and shoulders above the rest. I'm saying that C, whereas I think it's birthday bourbon, does not stand head and shoulders above the rest. That C and D are literal neck and neck. Number D is Knob Creek 12-year, meaning that we both correctly identified number C as birthday bourbon, Old Forester birthday bourbon 2020.
All right, I call that out. I knew that was Knob Corrects.
You knew that D was not
Knob
great.
Corrects. Yeah, I had it right here.
Oh, you nailed it?
D. Can you say? Knob Creek has got this nice, smooth, chocolatey, just sweet.
We were in a blind able to say that birthday bourbon was our favorite. It was our number 1, but I'm gonna say right now it did not stand out head and shoulders above the rest. I think it was neck and neck with Knob Creek 12-year and only a smidge better than Wild Turkey 101 and or Henry McKenna 10-year. Kira, what's your assessment?
I love Knob Creek. I think this is great. I really do think birthday bourbon is something you need to taste. It is phenomenal. It is wonderful. As soon as you just drink that, I don't even know, Skittles explode in your mouth as well as some M&Ms. Like, it's great. I love it.
So my take on it, at $130, I wouldn't do it. And I definitely wouldn't do it for secondary. If you can get your hands on this, then that's a decent equivalent to Old Forester birthday bourbon.
Yeah, Knob Creek is pretty friggin' awesome.
So Kira, you and I, we did it.
We did it, dude. High fives, ready? Henry. Oh, wait, what are we doing it? Bourbon. Wait, what are we guessing?
Nothing.
We're guessing birthdays.
All right, Kira, close the show.
We just freaking picked out an awesome cup out of all these other cups and told you different things that you can drink that could be like the awesome cup. You're very welcome.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we will see you next time on a slightly less inebriated version of Shelf Turds.
I just taught you so many things today.
So Kira, how do you think that we are going to determine alternatives to Old Forester birthday bourbon?
By its flavor.
No.
By its expression.
No, I don't even know what that means.
By its taste.
No.
By its smell.
No.
By the nuts in it.
I can get behind that one.
Could.
Yeah.
Let's get behind the nuts. And then we're gonna drink them and we'll say, that's good, nuts. I'm gonna drink these cups, David, and I'm gonna tell you which one's the best one. And then I'm also gonna tell you which one is the most expensive one because my palate is way better than everyone else here who's watching.
Okay.
You all can take 2 tips from me. Just 2. Don't take more than 2 tips. Didn't charge you enough.
You enjoy being milked.
I'm just like, all right, and then let me move on. Complain some more.
Why do you think cows complain? I don't think cows complain. How are cows complaining?
What else are they saying?
Moo?
That's a cow right there for you. This is dumb.
When did they say
I'm
that?
a cow. I don't do anything.
I thought stags nailed a bunch of cows.
They do, and that's why they're freaking idiots. What are you doing with your peanut? Get out of that one. You're spreading disease everywhere. Jeez, oh Pete's.
Are you suggesting that cows have STDs?
Yeah, they do. They're little skinks. Little freaking butts. Moving their butts all over the place, complaining.
Tell me about cows moving their butts all over the place.
Just saying, like, my milkshake brings all the cows to the yard. And we're like, no, it's not better than mine. I will teach you, but I will not charge. Something about her daddy is mad. She wore a raspberry beret.
You say something about her daddy's man?
I don't know, her dad's mad about something. Because she's going down on all these raspberries.
I put her on the back of my bike and we went a-riding down to Old Man Johnson's farm. Once we got there, I took off her bra, but I had erectile dysfunction and nothing happened. Prince, raspberry
Poor
beret.
Prince. He boned too many people. He's like, I've already done 20 today. I'll try again with your raspberry beret. Just can't.
So nothing in there about a daddy.
I thought there was some daddy issues.
I know where there is some.
Who doesn't? I'll just do a dance to the people behind me. Just a joke, there's no people behind me. And they say, hey, what's that behind you? And I say, you're stupid, no one is behind me.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, like, subscribe, and you know what? Don't even freaking like, because you're probably one of those people who, like, make hot balloons your freaking career. You're like, hey, I know a million people who would love to go up in my hot air balloon. No,
Oh, that's what it was. I was confused on what hot balloons was.
that's what I meant.
You're one
No
of those
one
people
wants to
that.
go in your hot air balloon, you idiot.
You're one of those hot balloons.
You're a freaking hot balloon lunatic who's like, let's go in a balloon together while I freaking murder you. And I'll find you on FBI analysis. And guess what else? You're gonna be on TV 2020 and we will all figure you out.
Don't
That
worry.
was the person who didn't like shelf turds.
Don't worry. I will give her plenty of food and water. We'll get through this together.
But if you make grilled cheeses for life, figure something else out.
Do you know people that make grilled cheeses for
Yes,
life?
they have trucks all around town that say, get your grilled cheese on. I can make that at home.
I have never seen a truck that says that.
Well, they claim they've got like 3 or 5 cheeses. No, you just make a grilled cheese with one cheese. American craft.
Kira, close this show.
So you thought we sucked at whiskey. Guess what? You suck at whiskey because you're watching us.